How to silence the voice in your head and awaken your true self. It never stops, does it? The voice in your head. Whispering, analyzing, replaying. A relentless stream of thoughts, sometimes soft, sometimes deafening, but always there. It tells you who you are, what you should fear, how you failed. And yet, if you listen closely, you might notice something strange. If you are the voice, then who is listening? For years, you've mistaken that voice for yourself. You've lived inside its stories, trapped in the endless cycle of regret and anticipation, chasing a future that never arrives, haunted by a past that no longer exists. But what if I told you that the voice is not you? That beyond the noise, beyond the mental chatter, there's something else, something vast, quiet, and infinite. Look within. Beneath the storm of thought, there is a stillness, a presence. It has always been there, waiting for you to notice. Silence is not the absence of sound. It is the absence of resistance. Think of a river. When disturbed, its surface ripples and distorts, reflecting only fragmented light. But when it is still, it becomes a perfect mirror, revealing the depths below. Your mind is that river. The thoughts are just the wind passing, impermanent, insignificant. For a moment, let the wind die down. Breathe. Feel the space between your thoughts. That space is you. Not the words, not the fears, not the stories, just presence. Pure, unshakable awareness. This is what the mystics have spoken of for millennia. The still small voice beyond the mind's noise. The Taoists called it the way. The Buddhists called it nirvana. Christ called it the kingdom within. It has never left you. You have simply forgotten how to listen. So how do you return to it? How do you silence the voice? Not by force, not by fighting. The more you resist the mind, the louder it becomes. Instead, observe it. Like a curious scientist studying a phenomenon from a distance. Watch the thoughts arise, shift, dissolve. Do not engage, do not judge. Just witness. In that witnessing, a miracle occurs. The grip of the mind loosens, the endless noise softens, and in the quiet that remains, something extraordinary is revealed. You are not the voice. You are the awareness behind it. And once you see that clearly, the mind's power over you begins to fade. The prison door swings open. The weight you have carried for so long starts to lift. Step beyond the noise. Return to the presence you have always been. It is waiting. It has always been waiting. All you need to do is listen. Expanding the transformation. Right now, you might be nodding in understanding, but let's go deeper. What does this actually feel like in your daily life? Imagine this. You wake up, and before even opening your eyes, your mind is already racing. The deadlines, the worries, the what-ifs. It feels like drowning in an ocean of thought, gasping for clarity. Now pause. Instead of getting swept away, take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose. Hold it. Now exhale slowly. Feel that? That tiny gap before the next thought rushes in. That is your doorway to freedom. Let's make it even more tangible. Right now, close your eyes. Listen not to your thoughts, but to the silence beneath them. Notice the weight of your body, the rhythm of your breath. Can you sense it? That presence that remains, even when the voice quiets? That is who you truly are. Some practical techniques for everyday freedom. The name game. When a thought arises, label it like an observer. This is fear. This is doubt. This is judgment. By naming it, you create distance. You are not the thought. You are the one witnessing it. The 5-second reset. Whenever your mind spirals, pause and take 5 slow breaths. Let each exhale carry away a layer of noise. By the last breath, notice the space left behind. The candle flame exercise. Sit in a dimly lit room and light a candle. Gaze at the flame. Notice how it flickers but never wavers from its center. Your awareness is like that flame, steady, unmoved, no matter how much the wind tries to shake it. Morning silence ritual. Before speaking, before checking your phone, sit for 1 minute in silence each morning. Let your first experience of the day be stillness, not mental chatter. The mind's voice can be cruel. It reminds you of failures, whispers insecurities, keeps you trapped in loops of overthinking. It's exhausting, isn't it? But imagine what if, just for today, you gave yourself permission to stop believing it. To treat those thoughts like background noise on an old radio playing, but irrelevant. At first, it might feel strange, even unsettling, like stepping into an unfamiliar space. But soon, something shifts. The weight lifts, the storm quiets, and in that silence, you meet yourself, perhaps for the first time. This is not about suppressing the mind. It's about shifting your allegiance. You've spent years believing every thought, identifying with every emotion. Now you choose differently. Now you step back and watch. Tonight, when you lie in bed, do this. Listen, not to your thoughts, but to the silence between them. Feel the aliveness in your hands, your chest, your breath. This is presence. This is freedom. And this is you. You don't have to wait for enlightenment. You don't have to escape to a monastery. The peace you seek is already here. It always has been. So tonight, as the voice starts to whisper, smile. Because now you know the truth. You are not the voice. You never were. And you are finally free.